Hi. Hey, come on, man. I know the strength is less, but this hi should reach Mumbai, na? It's not even gone to, what is it called? Next door. Hi.
Hello, sir.
Mogambo. Kushua. Okay, please come forward. So since we are very few in number, so I expect each of you to be like 100 times your normal potential, right? So first of all, let me tell you that I'll be talking about a lot of things. First and foremost, I'll be talking about how to write stories. You guys read stories? We used to. I mean, you guys read stories? Yeah. You like stories? You want to write stories? Each is looking at the other. You tell stories, no? Everybody tells stories, man. Your mommy calls you, what happened to the jam? You said that the crow ate it or whatever. So everybody tells stories, but you should learn how to write stories. So what are the elements of a story? But before that, let me tell you a little bit about this book of mine, my latest release. It is called The Siege of Cricket. Are you guys interested in cricket? How many of you are interested in cricket? Right? Everybody almost, right? So I've also been quite crazy about cricket. And how did I start writing this book? Let me tell you a little bit about it. Now I played, my classmate is here from school. We met after 42 years yesterday. And he agreed to recognize me. So in this, when I started playing, I used to play every kind of game. Now tell me the kind of games I would have played. Come on, what are the games? Football, yeah? Basketball, yeah? Cricket, yeah? Volleyball, yeah? Badminton, yeah? Football is already done. Something else? Volleyball done. Boxing, yeah, boxing, yes. Wrestling, now that's one of my favorite sports and I'm terrific at it, yeah.
Hockey.
Hockey, yes.
Oh my God, badminton.
Oh my God, badminton, that's a new one, yeah. Cricket over. Cricket, no. Kabaddi. And Kho-Kho. And this, what is this called? Langdi. This is the right step? Yeah? Langdi, I was a PhD in Langdi, you know. And Carom, and Ludo, and I Spice, and Dark Room. Has anybody played Dark Room? That was our Dark Room. Everything I used to play. And how was I in all these sports? Tell me. Come on, you should tell me. How would I be in all these sports?
I don't know.
You can guess for my personality.
Maybe good.
Maybe good, he said. He's playing safe. I was terrible. I was horrible. I was ghastly. I was miserable. Except in cricket. And in cricket, what happened was, I was in the school junior team. So in the school junior team, we used to play under 12, you know. So I represented my school in under 12. So under 12, you bowl to people who are 4 feet, nothing. And we had to go to another school. I was in HPS Begumpet. We had to go to HPS Ramantapur, where some team from another part of the city had come. They were much above 12, but they wrote they were under 12 and they were 5 feet something. Now my leggies, you know, I was a leg breaker. You heard of Chahal? Yeah, I was the original Chahal. So I was a leg swingy, you know, leggy. So I used to, now Shashank was my batchmate. So he was 4 feet nothing, I was 4 feet nothing. So my leggies would come this. What is it called? Good length, right? Good length. You can't cream them. But when I went and bowled in Ramantapur, those guys were 5 feet something, and every leggy of mine was like a below the knee. So my below the knee missiles were creamed, and I was hit in 1 over for 23 runs. That was the end of my career. So I would have been the mentor or the tutor of Chahal, but unfortunately my first over in my life became the last over in my life. So that is why I write about all sports. Since I couldn't play sports, let me at least write about sports. And I've written about every kind of sport. I mean, boxing I've written, cricket I've written, hockey I've written, and I've written about football. Yeah. And in 2000, there was this chap, South Africa captain. He was a brilliant player. I used to love him. He was cool, calm, collected, everything which I was not. He was the elder brother of Dhoni as far as talent was concerned. Who was he? Hansi Cronje. And then he got involved in match fixing. That was a brutal blow to me. From then on, I was thinking of writing a book on match fixing. I wrote it for a number of years. Most people did not. Please come. Yeah. So most people, most publishers, they reject it because you can't write about match fixing in India, you know, because everybody in Indian cricket team is so important. Virat was important before he got Anushka. After he got Anushka, he became even more important. So obviously, you can't touch Virat, you can't touch Dhoni, you can't touch anybody. So no publisher took it till this publisher called Readomania had the guts and the gumption and the courage and the gut and this thing, willpower to publish this book. So I'll be talking a little bit about this book later, but first I'll ask you a few questions. Tell me, in a story, what are the elements of a story? There is first and most important, there are some people or things or animals in a story. What are they called? For everything Jirgi looks at his younger brother.
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Oh God, oh God, oh God. You're exactly like I do when my wife asks me, how are you? I don't know, I'm scared, no? Yeah. No, the people in a story or characters, man, characters, yeah. So there are three types of characters. Major characters, supporting characters and minor characters. Major characters, the characters around whom the story revolves. For instance, in Harry Potter, who's the major character? Is it easy? Who's the major character in Harry Potter? Harry Potter. And supporting characters are not as important as the major character, but they still have an important role to play, key role to play. So in Harry Potter, who are the supporting characters? Give me 2, 3 names, 4 names. You should know. You already look like Harry Potter. You don't read Harry Potter, but that's the best possible thing. Read my books then, yeah. Harry Potter? You put the mobile down, thank you. Oh, then do it 10 times, 10 times. I love to be on social media, I'm going to change my shirt after this session, okay? Yeah. So Hermione, yeah, and who's the guy? Ron, yeah. Ron and the giant of a guy, the deadly darling guy. Hagrid. And who else? Dumbledore. So she knows all the supporting characters. Then you have those minor characters, those chutku putku chinu pingus who move in and out of the story. They don't create a major impact, but they still leave a teeny weeny impression. In Harry Potter, who are the minor characters? You seem to be an expert. I'll give you a hint. There's one fellow with a bottom there. Come on. No Harry Potter fans here, huh? Okay, Neville Longbottom, right? And a few other chutkus. Now, these characters are so important, the major character, that sometimes the writer is forgotten, but the character is remembered. Can you give me a name of one such book where the character is so important and the author is not remembered so much? Come on, the elders. I'll give you a hint. He's doing this. Right? Yes, a big round of applause for her. Sherlock Holmes. And who is the writer? Now she's forgetting. That's exactly what happens. If the character is really important, this thing is remembered, the character is remembered, but the author is forgotten.
Wimpy Kid.
Wimpy Kid, yeah. Wimpy Kid is another one. Yes, Wimpy Kid is another one. And for the people who love, how should I say, those entertaining kind of movies with a lot of action, I'll just try to imitate him. Come on, get this, man. Yes, Bond. And Bond is the brother of Ruskin Bond and son of Brooke Bond, right? Yeah. So everybody knows James Bond, but how many people know the creator? Come on, how many people? How many? Yeah, Ian Fleming. So that is why when you start getting to write a story, remember that the character is so important. Create a character who's so very important. Then there is something called, now in my family we've got 3 types of characters. In my family. One is a major character, the all-powerful person who rules everything. She is the minister for offense, defense, crime, then finance and everything else. So she is the major character. Can you guess who she is? My wife, right? She is the major. Then there are 3 supporting characters who are not as important as her, but still important enough. One is my daughter, one is my son, and one is my pet Labrador called Aryan. Ankita, Aniket and Aryan, they are supporting characters. And who that bechara, chutku, mutku, chinku, pinku, nobody bothers about. The minute he gets up to speak, everybody runs away. Who is that person? Come on. Oh, so you, see, happily she's saying you. Big round of applause for the young lady.
Amisha.
Amisha, not the Patel types, huh? So, okay. Then you have something called the plot. Now, what is a plot? Tell me, what's a plot? A plot is a storyline. So, you have a beginning, you have a middle, you have an end. In the beginning, ma'am, please come forward, yeah? Yeah. In the beginning, the problem or the issue is introduced. In the middle, the characters grapple with the problem, and in the end, normally they solve it. Now, after that, we come to something very important called the conversation which happens between the characters in a story. Tell me, what are those conversations called? Dialogues. She says everything so matter of factly, She's answering such an important question, 110 out of 100, and she says, dialogues. Okay, dialogues. Now, dialogues are very important. Why are dialogues important, ma'am? Oh, you tell me, why are dialogues important? You have, your mom and dad fight, no? Secret, tell me in my ear. Okay.
Dialogues actually, it's a conversation.
It's a conversation. It takes the story forward. It creates suspense. It adds humor. It makes the story racy. Imagine you have a story. I was getting up in the morning and getting up. No dialogues and all. It'll be so stupid, no? So you need to have dialogues. Now dialogues create suspense. Ramendra Kumar opened the door of his bedroom. His wife was standing there and she said, "You rascala!" Now the reader is thinking, why is Mrs. Madhi Kumar telling Ramendra Kumar rascala? Why is she not telling scoundrela? Or something else? Or what's going to happen? What's not had happened and all? So it creates a lot of suspense. Now dialogues have to be very carefully written because dialogues tell you about the person. Now there are three people in my life, again, about whose dialogues I'll tell you, and you'll be able to make out whether the people are, very introvertish, they don't talk to anybody, they're very reserved, like me, I hardly open my mouth, or they are very extrovert, they talk to everybody, hi, bye, hi, everything and all, and or they are in between. So the first person is my father-in-law. His name is Nanagaru. So suppose I meet with an accident. I ring him up. Nanagaru, I met with an accident. Oh, what were you driving? Said, I was driving the motorcycle which you had to give me in dowry, but you did not give. What was the color of the motorcycle? I said it was black with yellow dot interspersed with pink dots. What angle were you driving? I said I was driving at 32.2 degrees. Silly fellow, you should have driven at 32.8 degrees, then you would not have fallen. He does calculation and all. Then what did you do? Where did you fall? I said I fell on my back and also on my this elbow. So there's a fracture. That auto fellow you collided, or truck, or bus, or dumper, or bailgadi, or horse carriage. No, it was a cab. What was the color of the cab? I said it was black. Cabs are normally black. No, it was black color. What was the number of the cab? I said leave it. No. I was going to the doctor. Achha, which doctor did you go? I went to a doctor called Murli Prasad Baijnath Khandelwal Deo Prasad. Oh, Murli Prasad Baijnath Deo Prasad Khandelwal. I also used to go to, he has thick black hair, no? Sorry, he has no hair now. Oh, from black hair to no hair. Oh, I understand. What did he say? Did he take an X-ray or a Y-ray or a gamma ray or an insta ray? He said, no. He took an X-ray. What did the X-ray reveal? It revealed that 32 places I have got fracture, so I have to be on rest for 32 days. He said, so nice. My daughter will flash her 32. You cannot get into any mischief again. And she will be very, very happy. But I said, what is this? I am, suffering and you are very happy. He said, no, but worse things could have happened. No, you could have gone anywhere. No. So anyway, I am happy you take rest. Good care. Rama will be with you, Krishna be with you, Ravana, no, Lakshmana be with you, etc. He went on. And then I ring up my mother-in-law, whom I call Ramaka. Ramaka, I met with an accident. Alive or dead? Obviously I am alive, no, that's why I am ringing you up. Okay, how are you? Alive? No? Good night, goodbye. Now see how my father-in-law talks, so many details he wants to get into, and how my mother-in-law would talk, just crisp, cut. So when you are writing a dialogue, imagine the kind of person who's going to speak that dialogue and write the dialogue in that manner, in that way. Then we come to another example from my own house. Now my wife, she can talk to anybody. She's a great conversationalist. Like she's going in the train or in the bus or in the market, she'll talk. One day I entered the house. Durga, just imagine my condition. She's talking for 25 minutes. If your beautiful wife talks in the middle of the afternoon for 25 minutes, then your heart starts going pitter patter. I said, after she put the phone, who is he? I do not know, wrong number. So wrong number can anybody talk, that only she can talk, So then we come to the other part, the last part, that is the language. How should the language be? Now you tell me. How should the language of the story be? Difficult, simple, easy, what not?
समझ में आ जाए.
अरे वाह, क्या बात बोल दी यार तुमने, तो ब्रह्मांड का सारा क्या निचोड़ एक लाइन में बोल दिया. लैंग्वेज शुड बी जो समझ में आ जाए. वही तो मैं अपनी बीवी को बोल रहा हूँ 30 साल से, अरे ऐसे कुछ बोलो जो मेरी समझ में नहीं आए, वो ऐसे कुछ बोल दी जो समझ में नहीं आता है. बिल्कुल जो समझ में आ जाए. एंड ऑल्सो इट शुड बी अकॉर्डिंग टू द कैरेक्टर, राइट? Like there are some people who speak language which is extremely difficult and all, you cannot understand. It is not suitable to the character. For instance, suppose a professor of physics comes into this room, nanophysics or whatever physics and all. He's around 80 years, white beard, bald head and all. Will he come and say, hey man, guys, yo, Pune rocks, yo? He won't say that, no? Similarly, a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old child, how old are you? 8-year-old little child walks into the room and says, while promulgating your esoteric cogitations and articulating superficial, sentimental and psychological observations, beware of platitudinous ponderosity. Will she say that? She won't say it, no? So the language should be according to the character, right? Any questions? You should have questions. She's getting as if she has a question.
No, I'm getting mic for the
Oh. No, yeah, you hardly need a mic. There are 3.5 audience. Why do you need a mic? Yeah, any questions? Ma'am will have a lot of questions. He'll just say this and ask a question. Simple question. Yeah, tell me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to tell you a story. Now, what kind of a story do you want? She's excited. See, I have been instructed by the PILF to make you cry, to make you weep. You have hankies or towels and all that, right? So she can supply you with towels. एक के साथ 2 towel free. Because she made arrangement for 100 towels and there are 17 people, okay? So, do you agree that a person like me would make you cry? Or what would I make you do? Laugh, huh? Good. So, I'll make you laugh. So, Pebble on the beach or buy whisker? She decides which story I have to tell you. No, otherwise she beats me up. Yeah. A slightly serious story you would do, or a fun kind of story you would do? Fun kind of story. Okay, even he says fun. So this is a story about a tiger. His name was Arjun. Lazy kind of fellow. He liked to do nothing but lay under the shade of a tree and think about vada pav. Vada pav was his favorite and sometimes dokla also. And his wife was exactly the opposite. She was a great hunter. She was beautiful, she was fiery and full of energy and enthusiasm and all. And this was a love marriage, intercaste love marriage. Now can you imagine a tigress who is so beautiful, so talented, so brilliant, falling in love with the tiger? Now why did she fall? Because she was in love with his whiskers. He had sharp, pointed whiskers which made him look like Ranveer Singh. Handsome fellow. And that is why she had fallen and she had married him. But she was very possessive about his whiskers. Every time she left for hunting, she would count the whiskers. And every time she came back, she would again count them. And even if one whisker was missing, no vada pav, no dokla, no chicken biryani, no mutton cutlet, nothing for this fellow. So one day this fellow said, darling, I want to eat some turtle meat. She said, okay, darling, I'll get you turtle meat. And then she counted. How did she count? You know this language? You don't know? You know? Okay, can you guess which language is this? It's Hebrew. Okay. It's Telugu. Okay. So she counted and she bent. Now this fellow is again sleeping and dreaming and all. So one wasp sat on his whisker. So what did he do? He waved it away. So the wasp flew away. Along with it, one whisker also flew away. So this fellow chased the whisker like an agile cat running after a nimble mouse. Now that whisker went and sat on the tip of the trunk of an elephant whose name was Bhima. This guy was very scared of Bhima. But if he doesn't stick back the whisker, he will not get anything to eat. He was looking for help. So there was a langur who was hanging from a tree. His name was Himesh Reshmiya. And he thought he was a great singer. मैं हूँ, langur, खाता हूँ, अंगूर and whatnot and all that. So he was singing away. So this fellow said, hey, Himesh, क्या है? My whisker has got lodged on the tip of the top of the trunk of the elephant. Can you retrieve it for me? Why don't you do it yourself? I'm very scared of Bhima. Last month, no? I was sitting and bathing in the pond, and he was also standing and bathing in the pond, and accidentally I brushed against him. And he gave me such a kick on my back that for 43 days I could not sit down, I had to stand and eat. He said, cowardly fellow, Darpok Singh, okay, what will I get? So then the tiger asked, what do you want? So he looked here and there and all, and he said, okay, I have the 4 coconuts are there on the top of the coconut tree, pluck them for me. He said, silly fellow, I cannot climb, no, how will I pluck? So no, you don't have to climb. All you have to do is to catch hold of the tree trunk and shake. So he shook, and 4 coconuts fell on him, plunk, 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 and he fainted. Now this fellow Langur has no idea at all. He picks up that whisker and comes to this fellow, and since he has fainted, he shakes him. Now this is one exercise you all have to do with me. I'll say shake, shake, and you have to do this, shake, shake, shake. And the sound should go up to Mumbai beach, Juhu. Shake, shake. You are not doing, Mr. Biswal. That is not fair. Sir, you should also do. All of you should do. The magic will not be there. Shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake. Shake, shake. Shake, shake. Shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Wow, wonderful. A big round of applause for her. Yeah. So now this fellow he gets up and he looks around. Now tell me, when a tiger is getting up from deep sleep, like a Hindi film heroine suppose, what will he say when he gets up and looks around? What will he say? What will a Hindi film heroine say? Come on. Yeah, my God! Big round of applause! He is the ultimate Hindi film heroine. मैं कहाँ हूँ? Then this fellow gives the whisker. This fellow looks at it. What will a donkey do with a tiger's whisker? He said, where is the donkey? I am the donkey, you silly monkey. So then this fellow thinks that those nuts falling on the nut of this fellow has made him a nutcase. So he goes to his wife, Agni, the Langur, and says, this kind of thing has happened. This fellow thinks he's a donkey. Rascal, he thinks he's a donkey. He only wants a larger share of the turtle meat. Let us go look for him. Now, the tiger who thinks he's a donkey, Arjun gets up. What happens when a tiger who thinks he's a donkey feels hungry? What does he eat? She knows. How do you know? So he starts looking for grass. Just then, from the corner of his eyes, he sees a slight movement and he looks. And he stops dead in his track. The most beautiful, the most gorgeous, the loveliest, the prettiest, the most enchanting, the most charming donkey in the world is standing in front of him. From the tip of her head to the tip of her tail, she is beauty personified. And this fellow is always in a hurry. He goes towards her and says, "Oh beautiful one, will you be my wife?" She gets scared. But I'm a donkey and you're a tiger. How can I be your wife? She said, hey, you're a beautiful donkey. I'm a handsome donkey. Shadi banayega. And he starts moving towards her. She turns back and starts running. By the way, her name is Aishwarya. So she goes straight to her husband, who's doing a lot of push-ups. He has a 12-pack ab. He has eaten 240 ripe, juicy mangoes and he's feeling fit. What is his name? Can you guess? Hey, my God. People are too good, man. Too good. Big round of applause for her. Abhishek. She goes to him and says, Abhi, you know what? There is a tiger who thinks he's a donkey. He wants to marry me. Ajahn? He's like Salman Khan. Ajahn? He wants to marry you, huh? Okay, let me see. And he starts moving towards that side. And here the tiger is coming, singing and dancing, you know. And he says, he comes to this fellow and he says, oh, handsome, have you seen a beautiful donkey? Go this way. I'm going to make her my wife. He said, Acha, you want to make her your wife? First you'll have to take my blessings. Oh, you must be her grandfather. एक तो उसका बीवी को लाइन मार रहा है, and then he calls him grandfather. So double trouble. Then this fellow bends like this guy turns around, gives him a whack. Zoom, he goes and falls down. And he faints. In the meanwhile, the Himesh Reshmiya guy and the tigress, whose name is Agni, and the two donkeys are there. The langur of course is there. So since he is fainted, they wake him up. How do they wake him up? Shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Do this. Shake, shake. Shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
वाह, क्या बात है, क्या बात है. So then he wakes up and he looks around, and then the langur asks him, "Who are you?" He said, "What do you mean who I am? I'm a tiger. I'm the husband of this beautiful, gorgeous wife who is in love with my Hey, what do you do to my whisker? I give it to Agni. Oh my God, now I will never get vada pav, I will never get mutton biryani, I will never get chicken pulao, I will never get dokla, phapada, khechda, whatever da. I'll never get anything." Then Agni says, "Don't worry, I will never bother you about your whiskers. Because of these whiskers, I lost you to a donkey by a whisker." So then this fellow so happy, so happy, so happy, he faints again. And what do all of them do? Shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Okay, thank you. So that's the end of the story. You can clap now. And then we'll go on to the next section. The first topic is if animals played cricket. If animals played cricket. Second is ODI between superheroes. One day international. ODI between superheroes. You've written the first one? Right? The third one is when dinosaurs played T20. When dinosaurs played T20. So this will be published in a website, and my email ID is. Achha, first of all, how many of you know my name? Only one person, because she's the thing. Okay, there's a very easy way of remembering my name. This was coined by my wife. It is Ramendra Kumar. R for Rascala, A for ass, M for monkey, E for elephant, N for naughty, D for donkey, R for Rascala, A for ass. Ramendra Kumar. Easy to remember. So the email ID is rsp. rsp.coc @gmail.com. Right? COC. rsp.coc@gmail.com. You want the topics? The topics are if animals played cricket. Second is ODI between superheroes. When dinosaurs played T20. So this book is basically about 4 kids called Neha, Karan, Samir and Mike. So Neha is watching a match in the cricket stadium where a dad gets a call that the captain of the Indian cricket team has fixed a match. So he goes to and he calls him there, the journalist. So when he goes there, both of them go there, they find that the journalist is murdered. So they decide to investigate this murder. So in that process, they follow a trail of kidnapping, deceit, intrigue, match fixing, in which there are 5 main players. One of the players is the cricket captain of the Indian team. I'm not talking about any of the present. This is all fiction, you know. The second is a commentator, a very respected commentator. The third is a very popular anchor. Fourth is a media mogul. You know who a media mogul is, no? Now media moguls are dime a dozen. In every gully and chaurasta you find a media mogul. Anybody with a video camera becomes a media mogul, but this fellow is really a media mogul who wants to fix matches across the world. And the last person is the dictator of a kingdom, island kingdom, in Indian Ocean. Again fictitious, which is just a small dot in the island ocean. So whether they're able to thwart this scheme of this intrigue or this plot of match fixing and save the spirit and soul of cricket, this is what this book is all about. And it's all complete fiction. I have not modeled on anybody, except I have described 2 cricket matches. And in both these cricket matches, you will find shades of Dhoni. Can you tell me which was his most memorable cricketing stroke ever till now?
Soumya Oswal.
Soumya, big round of applause for Soumya. Who can forget that, man? Who can forget that? Out of the blue, yeah. And also one of those most memorable knocks, which nobody could watch because BBC was on strike that day. Which knock was this? Of another gentleman, another captain, another, how should I say, hugely charismatic captain. Kapil Dev versus Zimbabwe, absolute. Big round of applause.
Avik Chatterjee.
So to Mr. Avik Chatterjee, 175 not out, nobody could watch it, and India was at one stage 17 for 5, Kirmani and Kapil Dev were batting, and then this fellow smashed everything out. Then there was another beautiful innings. I was just watching a replay, I think for the 4th or 5th time, by one of those most swashbuckling, handsome, iconic players, who's a lefty, who retired recently. Tell me the name of the lefty and the match. Left-hand player. No, left-hand player. I'll tell you the name of the bowler. Stuart Broad. Come on. Yuvraj Singh. Once again, a round of applause. You don't know? Okay. What's your name?
Viswajit Yadav.
Okay, Yadav ji. So that was again 6 sixes. And so in my book, I have taken inspiration from that. And the captain, in a very difficult time, scored not 6 but 7 sixes because there's a no ball, and gets his team to win against Pakistan. So there's a lot of cricketing action, because I love sports. I've played all sports, played all of them badly. But since I've played those sports in my school, so I understand, I think, the thrill, the chills, the explosive, pumping of adrenaline which any kind of sport gives. By the way, my wife is a champion of discus and javelin and shot put. This is true. This is true, Shashank. Yeah. In NIT, her record is still very much there. NIT record has still not been broken for the last 30 years. And now she uses me as the shot put. So that's another thing altogether. So any questions? Any questions? Ask me a few questions. We have some time. And then we'll do a final mantra. Yadav ji. Any questions? Okay. Then another 2-3 minutes I will do a mantra, right? And then we can sing. And what else? Another story, I won't have the time. Because we are, it's only, we are just 20 minutes away. So we'll do the mantra and then we'll call it a day. So no questions, we can do the mantra? Okay? Right. Everybody get up. Tanushree, you have to get up. We are doing a mantra. Please come forward. Everybody has to do this mantra, because if you do it, certain conditions apply, then you can, whatever wish you have is granted. Yeah, but not for the fellow who's doing the mantra. Otherwise, my wish would be to make my wife listen to me at least every alternate Saturday, but that never happens. Yeah. And cheating will not be allowed. Yeah. Okay. So now somebody has to hold the mic. Somebody has to hold, because this you have to do with all seriousness. Solemnness is the word. Okay. Thumb on a finger. You have to do it. Finger on the thumb. Thumb on the finger. Faster. What you are doing is this. Thumb on a finger. Oh, I take classes for this also online. Thumb on a finger. Finger on the thumb. Pull your ears. Shake your bum. Everybody is not doing it with the same vigor, vim and vitality. Okay, so once more. Chatterjee sahab, thoda sharma rahe hain kya? Thumb on a finger. Finger on a thumb. Pull your ears. Shake your bum. Last time. Thumb on a finger. Finger on a thumb. Pull your ears. Shake your bum. Yeah, that's it. And there's one more mantra. Since you are so interested in mantras, okay. This is really, this is the mantra of all mantras. Put your hands like this. Everybody. Ma'am, please. Amakunja munja. Amakunja wo. Chik chik jola. Chikak jola. Iya iya ho. Iya iya ho. Once again. Amakunja munja. Amakunja wo. Chik chik jola. Chikak jola. Iya iya wo. Put it like that. Amakunja munja. Amakunja ho. Chik chik jola. Chikak jola. Iya iya ho. Iya iya ho. Iya iya ho. You do this mantra, all your wishes will come true. The only condition is it should be done on 30th February.